Like and subscribe if Suicune is the best legendary dog. Welcome back to the channel, little flexers. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is JW CRE, aka Flex Daddy, and today is Fan Favorite Friday. Now, we are going to cover a meta deck for Fan Favorite Friday, but there's a reason for that. If you go into last week's video, the Garbodor video, there's actually a 5-way tie for the most likes on a comment. Of course, every Friday we play a deck as chosen by you, the fans. So you guys have to leave a comment on a deck list or a deck idea down in the comment section below, and the most liked comment will have their deck played. Well, there was a 5-way tie that's never happened in Fan Favorite Friday history. So I said, you know what? I can't choose between any of these decks, so I'm going to play my own list. So this is, well, not actually my own list, but this is Finnegan Lynch's list from top 2 of the Salt Lake City Regional Championships. That's right, Finnegan with the second place finish here, playing his Suicune deck. Now, Suicune, awesome card, really, really great attack. It's been in the format for a long time, but why has this deck not performed well recently? Well, hard to say exactly. I think it's kind of fallen out of favor with the VMAXs having such high HP, but now that we're moving a little bit away from VMAX metagame, of course you have Mew VMAX, but they like to fill their bench, thus the Blizzard Rondo can do enough damage to knock out a VMAX. But since we're moving kind of away from the VMAX metagame, more to the V-Star metagame, Arceus V-Star's HP is a little more reasonable for Suicune to take care of with the Blizzard Rondo attack. We also, of course, have our Ludicolo with the Enthusiastic Dance that can boost that attack from the Suicune by 100 damage on the turn that it is played. We got our Inteleon line. The cool thing about Finnegan's list is that he plays 2 of these Shady Dealings. Inteleon really helps him get out the cards he needs when he needs them. Another nice innovation from the list is Cross Switcher, of which Finnegan plays 4. Cross Switcher has the effect of the old Guzma, if you remember, but if you play 2 cards from hand, you can switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active, and also switch your active with one of your bench Pokemon. So very cool card there, and of course you can grab both pieces off of the Inteleon Shady Dealings. So, Fan Favorite Friday, go down below, leave your comment for what you want to see for next video, and please guys, try not to make it a logjam. Don't make me choose between which Little Flexers deck I'll play for next week. With that said, let's get into the games. Hey y'all, welcome back to Lunchtime PTCG Live with your Flex Daddy. Please refer to me as Daddy. Thank you. If that wasn't already abundantly clear, I will only be going by Daddy and nothing else. No further questions, Your Honor. Thank you so much. I made a bit of an error here in starting the Sobble. Probably should have started the Lotad. I was like, oh, you know what? Keep Calling would be a really good attack. But then I have 2 Sobbles in hand, and like the Lotad also has a Call for Family attack. It only gets 2, but of course we can get the Suicune if we would like. Not a big deal. You know, we'll have to top deck the energy either way, which is a bit of a struggle in this list considering we only play 8. We do play some Capacious Buckets, so there's technically 11 outs to energy, but you get the point, right? So here we go. It's a little Hoopa V action. What's that? He's got like a beak or something. I don't really know. The beard, the weird beard on that Hoopa. There's an air balloon. I feel like we should have a pretty easy go of the Eternatus deck. Granted, they might just get going super fast and overrun us, but yeah, okay. So we draw Rare Candy. So we're totally fine, I think, to just leave the Sobble active. And I don't think that there's anything that we want to play here. I'd love to level ball for another Sobble, let me tell you what. But I think we're just going to go ahead and pass it over to my opponent. Sag, as they say. Sag. If we had an energy, I'd be feeling real good. Could have scooped up the Sobble, put the Lotad active, attached the energy, gotten some juice going. Thankfully, we should win the prize trade here because we'll be able to knock out hopefully to Eternatus. Hopefully they're going to fill their bench. They're doing a really good job at not doing so. So props to them for kind of at some level understanding the matchup. There's an Eternatus V and a Dark Energy. Very good. We got an Ultra Ball. Them balls, they do be Ultra. Okay, never mind about them understanding the matchup. I was completely completely outside of my, outside of my realm there when I said that. Oops. Krabbit comes down. There's 6 already. So we're going to be doing an additional 120 damage with our Suicune. So if we can fill our bench and they maintain the size or increase their bench, then we could get to that 340 necessary to one-hit KO in Eternatus VMAX. So pretty good. If they had kept it to 5, then we would have had to find an Echoing Horn. And I'm not even saying that we're going to get a knockout here on this next turn. But we should be able to set up something here on subsequent turns. Like I might honestly go Lotad active, level ball for the buck, the Capacious Buck, and then attach, call for family, try to get out of Suicune maybe, and kind of let them feast on our Lotad. We'll see. It's kind of tough because we get out of Suicune and obviously they will, they will gust it. So here's a level ball. So maybe I don't need to get out of Suicune this round. Like we go here. We need to get out another Lotad. We know that. Maybe I could go Lotad and Sobble. And then save the level ball for, hopefully we top deck because we need one piece, either the Melony or the Quick Ball for the Suicune, right? So let's go ahead and call for family. I think that makes the most sense here. Call for family. We'll get the Lotad and the Sobble. I don't think we grab Suicune. We know we have to grab the Lotad because that could get knocked out here in the active. It's just the Suicune feels like a huge target, right? Like a really big target. We get the Sobble. It opens us up to a few other possibilities. So I'm going to do that. That's just going to be how it is. And yeah, we're gonna try to roll with it. So now we could draw into another level ball. We could draw into a Drizzile. That opens up some plays. We could reuse the level ball with the Scoop Up Net, right? So we could go evolve, put that active, evolve it, Scoop Up Net, get the Quick Ball off of the Drizzile Scoop Up Net, and then replay it and get the Melony. And then maybe go from there. I'm really hoping that they bench another 1 or 2 Pokemon so that we can get some stuff going. Yeah, there's a Crobat, so they are, I don't know, looking for something. I'm not quite sure what it will be. So on the next turn, we're going to need a Ludicolo, as they say. And we're going to need another Water Energy, and we're going to need a Melony. We obviously will need a Suicune, and then we'll need some benched Pokemon, although 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that's a full bench. Yeah, that's 8. Haven't seen that in PTCG Live yet. That is 8 benched Pokemon. So that will be 160 damage, plus 20 from Suicune, 180, plus another 100. So we don't really even need the Ludicolo, which is cool. Alrighty. Here comes our Sobble. We get the Evolution Incense. Now that is interesting. That is interesting. That is our Ludicolo. Let's go. I mean, we could go Rare Candy onto the active and then also Rare Candy onto the bench. Right? I'm trying to think what's the optimal play. If we go level ball, we get Quick Ball, and then Scoop Up Net. I think we do need to get more things going. We need some more juicers here. So let's go Inteleon. Let's Rare Candy the active. Do that. That's fine. And we will Shady Deal. We'll get ourselves a Melony and a Quick Ball. Okay. And then we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so Quick Ball here is going to get us the... we'll ditch the Cape of Toughness, sadly. And put that right to the bin. But they're already knocking us out anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. There's a Suicune. Get that going. Yeah, buddy. We'll go Melony to the Suicune. Draw our 3. We get a Water Energy. That's huge. Do that there. Put this down. So we're doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 because they have a full bench. So 12 total. So that's going to be 240. So we will need that Rare Candy. All right, so let's go Scoop Up Net on the active. Scoop me up, daddy. Put that boy active. We're going to get a Drizzile, but maybe we can, I don't know, get something else with the Level Ball. Let's go Fleet-Footed. See what we got here. It's going to be a Cross Switcher. Not a great draw, but it's fine. We could Rare Candy, but we're going to need, oh man, it's tough, right? Because we're going to need the back-to-back Ludicolos to get knockouts, but we're going to be unable to get the other Ludicolo. So let's Level Ball here. Take a Drizzile. So we're basically going to have to pass a turn, right? Let's go Drizzile. Boom. We'll Shady Deal. Yes. We'll take Evo Incense. We'll go Rare Candy after we play the Evo Incense. And X gonna give it to you. I would like to Enthusiastic Dance, please. Yes, please. And then let's go for it. So 360. Wish we could have gotten either a Scoop Up Net for this boy or another, you know, another Lotad down. Hey, there's all our Suicunes. Now we're going to be very careful. I don't believe that we'll be able to, you know, play the Suicune and win this turn. So we should technically pass on the next turn. They're going to go down to 2 prizes. We should try to set up our board with 2 Lotad. So we should search out a Scoop Up Net. So 2 Lotad and the rest of, like, you know, Drizziles and etceteras. So we're going to try to do that. See if we can't pull a win out of this board state. My opponent thinking very hard. There's an Ultra Ball. And it'll probably be for another Crobat. They've only played 3. So, yep, we do see the Crobat. Very nice alternate Crobat art there. Yes, yes. Now, if I'm the opponent, I would want to get a knockout with the Moltres if I can. He's already committed Choice Belts to both the Eternatus and the, to both Eternatus and not to the Moltres. I would have tried to bring up the Moltres to at least force me to also have Gust here. That's neither here nor there. They opted not to do that, so they're going to go ahead and pierce here. And we will see, what will we see? We will see a couple of Pokémon. A Pokémon and an Energy. And I assume they will attach. Yep, there's the Hiding Energy. Very good. Wow, we haven't found a Capacious Bucket. I really like the Capacious Buckets to help us kind of dig through our deck a little bit more. We are going to be able to utilize their training court, but feels a little, I don't know, feels just a little weak to me, you know? So on this turn, what do we need? We really just need a Scoop Up Net and We need a Scoop Up Net and the other... Oh, that's not a great draw. Let's go here. Shady Deal. Yes, please. We'll go Scoop Up Net and like a Level Ball, Quick Ball. Let's see. We could go Quick Ball, I suppose. We have Evo and yeah. Let's go Quick Ball. We can like discard a Suicune, I suppose. No, we should take Level Ball. Because we'll need potentially the Quick Balls if they Marnie us. We have Quick Balls and Ultra Ball left. So let's take the Level Ball. Go Scoop Up Net. And we'll Scoopy Uppy. Take this boy back to hand. Okay, very good. We'll do this. Let's go Level Ball here. Get ourselves the last Lotad. We're so lucky we didn't prize that. There's one thing that the opponent can do, right? If you're trying to go after this Lotad strategy, you know you're going to need it. They could just gust it up and knock it out. But thankfully, they're not going to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and Training Court. We will attach to a benched Lotad or Sobble or something. That's going to be our pivot for the next turn. We could Evo Incense here to get the Drizzile. Because we might want the Inteleon for next turn. Will we? I think actually we're going to be okay here. I think we're going to be all right. This might be a little bit of a risk because we won't be able to utilize the double Shady Dealings item grab. I'm not exactly sure what to do in that situation. My heart kind of tells me to keep them both Sobbles, but I could see the optimal play getting one Inteleon. I'm just not sure what I would grab here, like the Rare Candy. But then again, they have a huge hand. I would assume that they play Marnie, so I'm just waiting for this hand to just get Marnied. And they are going to retreat here. They are going to knock out with the Moltres. That's kind of what we had thought. So now that makes it a little bit harder because we're going to need a Cross Switcher to go along with everything else here. So there's the knockout with the Galarian Moltres, and it's looking a little bit hairy, but our Melony could be absolutely fire, and we could win the game here. So we need Rare Candy. We need Cross Switcher. There's a Drizzile. That actually helps a ton. Let's go. What's the best thing to grab here? I guess Evolution Incense probably should happen now, right? To thin the deck. So let's go Evo Incense. Let's take out a Drizzile. So now in hindsight, right, it would have been good to have a Drizzile because then we could have tried to go after the Inteleon, right? Okay. So let's go Melony. Do we have it? I'm sorry. We need a Cross Switcher and a Rare Candy? I think we have it. Yeah, I think we have it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right. The wheels in my head have been turning. We'll go here. Shady Deal. Get that Rare Candy. Which is right here. Dude, our last Rare Candy. Oh my gosh. This deck is so good, but it's so, you need to know exactly what you're doing with all of your cards and all of your resources. So this is definitely one of those decks where you can't just play it if you're, if you're oh yeah, I'm going to, go to a tournament. I haven't tested it all. What should I take? This is definitely the kind of deck that you gotta play a lot. So double Cross Switcher will bring up this boy into the active. I don't know. It'd be pretty funny to knock out the one with energy, wouldn't it? And then we'll go ahead and give him the old Blizzard Ronda for 360, dude. Let's go, baby. Oh, you're done, bud. Yeah, easy mode there against Eternatus. Looked a little bit hairy. We didn't really get that good of a start, but we were able to pull it out in the end. And frankly, that's all that matters. Back again for another thrilling game of Pokemon TCG action. My name is JW CRE. Oh, wait, we're on game 2. Okay, I don't need to do that. Really good thing for us. Our opponent is just filling their bench. Hopefully. Okay, just kidding. Really bad thing for us. Our opponent is not filling their bench. However, we are. Let's get it. So we'll go there. We have a Drizzile in hand already, so I think the play here is probably going to be to just grab a Suicune. Give me that Suicune. Give me the Suicune and free my soul. I wanna get along and rock and roll and drill away your shooba-dooba-doo. Give me the b-ball, free my soul. Okay, sweet. We got 3 Sobbles, 1 Suicune, 1 sweet Suicune. Hopefully they don't get too much energy in the discard. I mean, obviously they're going to go here and take a big swing at our Sobble, knocking it out. But I'm not too worried because we should, quote, quote, should be able to get a Suicune off here. And as long as we can get, you know, some early action, we can start to build up a bench, potentially go for some one-shots later on in the game. We will go here with the Fleet-Footed. We get another Evo Incense, so that basically guarantees that we're going to be able to get what we need here. There's a Drizzile. Love to see him. I guess I didn't really need that yet. I was like, oh, maybe I should Capacious Bucket first, but now I'm thinking I should actually Melony first. It depends on what I want to grab, I suppose. Because I could use 2 Drizzile and do the dang thing, or I could just Melony and hope I draw into a water energy and do it that way. So I think we're gonna Melony first. I think, again, this is where experience would really help us, and we do get that water energy. So I'm feeling vindicated, honestly. Level Ball for another Drizzile. Quick Ball seems cool. I want to grab a Lotad here. So I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to rely on having a little supplementary draw with our Suicune to be able to kind of, you know, get to where we want to go. Now, my opponent can obviously heal off all this damage, but we are certainly threatening some big damage on the following turn. There's a Path to the Peak. Okay, I talked immediately about you know, the Fleet-Footed ability on Suicune augmenting our hand in positive ways, and then we get absolutely destroyed by the Path to the Peak, taking out that option for us because we have no Stadium. So they are going to Gust. I would suspect they go for the Lotad. You always want to try to Gust up the Pokemon that is like for the most part, you want to Gust up the one that is the most limited. So in this case, there's only 1 Lotad, and there were 2 Sobbles and 1 Drizzile. I guess they really didn't want us to have the Inteleon, which I guess is fair. But now we're going to be able to go ahead, and as long as we find 1 more basic, we are chilling. So let's just find that basic, shall we? So we'll go ahead and Quick Ball. We're doing 120 currently, right? Oh, we're doing 120 currently. Oh, because they benched another Pokemon, I see. So, yeah, it'll be quick. Oh, they're not going to knock us out on the next turn, so I almost feel like we could go Quick Ball for Lotad. Let's go Quick Ball here, and we'll discard a Scoop Up Net. Seems like the worst card in hand, but it's kind of close, to be honest. And then we'll go for... Go for a Suicune, try to build that up. Let's go Suicune here. Let's go Drizzile. We can get the Inteleon on the next turn. Let's Shady Deal. Get ourselves a Capacious Bucket, I think makes the most sense. Just to thin the deck a little bit and get some energy flowing onto this bench Suicune. So Capacious Bucket, there it is. Get us a couple of water energy. And we'll attach 1. And we'll go with the Blizzard Rounder for 140 and Perfect Math Knockout. We're very thankful that they weren't able to get a Cape of Toughness on their active Blissey, but no matter. We take that KO. Choice Belt is actually super clutch for us. I know we have a Cape of Toughness on our own Suicune, but the more damage that you can do to these big, like, tanky attackers, the better, right? So we'll be trying to get that going here. So there's the attach. There's the swing for 60. Not too worried. Not too worried. Let's see. Could we take a knockout here? We got a Melony. What do we do? What do we do? We could get a quick ball. So we're doing 120. So we could do 240 with our bench. We could technically take a knockout here on the bench. So I am gonna retreat and then go in with this Suicune. Okay? Yeah, that seems right. So shady deal. What do we need? We need Rare Candy. We need Evo Incense. Evo Incense. Rare Candy. Plus, we could Quick Ball and Melony onto this. Sure. That seems good. Go back. Okay. Evo Incense and Quick Ball for the Melony play. I mean, we don't have the Melony. We could just manually attach, right? But it probably is better here for us. We could also go Echoing Horn. I don't think we need that. Oh, okay. So there is a play here where we could have gone Echoing Horn, right? Because we're gonna do what, 140 now, 240. We could have Echoing Horned back on a Blissey. So we're just gonna have to see what we get from the Melony. Obviously, discarding a couple energy, not the greatest thing in the world, but it is a line of play. I maybe made a slightly suboptimal play. We might not get punished for it, which is the cool thing, but you know, we'll just have to see what happens here. So let's go Melony. And we'll attach this to this boy. I just get so hung up on like, oh, I should definitely make sure I use Melony, but it's like not even, it doesn't really matter, you know, in certain cases, whether or not you use it. Like this was definitely a case where the Echoing Horn is a little bit better in terms of resource conservation. So there's that Rare Candy. We will dance. The answer is yes there. And we'll attach an energy to the active. And we'll go ahead and retreat. And I'll go ahead and pitch the Capture Energy. I don't know. They might have some weird thing in their hand to get rid of it, like a you know, fan of waves or something. And then we could Scoop Up Net, which seems very interesting. I think I will do that. Let's go Scoop Up Net here. Pick up the Drizzile, and we'll do this. We'll get ourselves another piece of the puzzle, and it's probably just going to be Melony to try to draw some more cards. We can honestly just 2-hit KO this next Pokemon, but there is an opportunity for us to get the knockout on the following turn, assuming we can get an Echoing Horn. So let's Blizzard Rondo for 270. Oh, no, because they do have a Cape of Toughness. Okay. I take it back. I take it back. We will not be able to get a knockout on this next turn, but the Melony is always welcome. So they draw. And we should see a research. Okay, very good. Very good. I don't think they were expecting the one shot, which is cool. If I were them, I would have put the Cape of Toughness on the active. Like there's almost no reason not to do that. I guess they were super confident that they wouldn't be getting knocked out, but even so, I would still just do it. Like there's no real reason not to. So they're gonna hit us. They're gonna take some big. We're gonna take some big damage on the next turn. Let's go ahead and Melony. And we have plays where we can, you know, we can potentially, because we'd rather keep this choice band, but that's just not gonna happen. Like we could try to Echoing Horn, do a little more damage here because we're just doing, what, 150? Only 150? Okay. Let's go Scoop Up Net here. That's fine. Get that back to hand. Could retreat and attach. We have Raihan. We're doing 250. Is it worth it to try to go for the Ludicolo here? Is there a way they can heal everything off? We got cross switchers. I think we just go for the Ludi here. Ludi! Even that shady dealings. Obviously not going to be a knockout here, but we want to pile as much damage on as soon as we can, right? Because they have all these healing cards. We want to force them to find all of the healing cards. And yeah, that's going to be what we have. So let's go ahead and Blizzard Rondo for 250. And then we'll see just how much healing they have access to. You know, things like Team Yell Towel, things like... Oh, I don't know. What's another card that they could play? Potion, I guess. Things like they're going to boss here on the Lotad. Okay. Lucky Ice Pop, that's another one. What's the supporter that they play? Yeah, Pokemon Center Lady, like all this stuff. So there's the tails on the Lucky Ice Pop. Certainly looking to get a couple of heads there. There's a Hyper Potion. You hate to see that for sure. And they will be able to take this knockout here. That's 110 on the active. Getting another energy setup. Oh no. Things could go real south real quick. 140 on the Lotad. I think that leaves us out of range potentially for the KO. Getting a ton of energy set up there. I'm going to have to check with my sources here. Now we could go for a cross switcher play. Potentially. I could still go for a cross switcher play. Oh, I can't now because the Ludi is out of here. All right. Okay. Let's go Shady Dealings. Again, there might have been an optimal way to play that where we could have gone Echoing Horn and then Cross Switcher and stuff. I didn't play that way. So, you know, we might be just seeing ourselves getting punished here. But the Echoing Horn seems good. Being just straight up with you. Echoing Horn seems good. Let's go Quick Ball. Let's go QB here. Let's grab the Lotad. Let's go Lotad. Raihan to the active? Question mark. Let's go Raihan to the active. Let's go grab a Rare Candy. Okay, we do have a Ludicolo left. So I actually want to inspect board here. Okay, yeah, Rare Candy is going to be fine for us. So let's go back. Take that Rare Candy. And then on the next turn, we got plays for days. Let's go here. We'll take a Drizzile. Now I'm almost wondering if I don't want to Echoing Horn. Because then that gives them an option to like retreat into. I think I'm just going to chill here. Blizzard Rondo 150. They could technically heal it all off again, but we're putting them in a very awkward, uncomfortable situation. There's 150 to the active. 40 left. Could have Echoing Horn to get them to 280, but where's the fun in that? So there's a Blissey. They might have to retreat, which is probably fine. At this point, it just feels like we are... Yeah, so they do have to retreat there. At this point, we just need to draw into a cross switcher. Try to get that Blissey on the bench going there with the knockout. We don't have that many cards left, which is nice. I think we might have an Inteleon also in the deck, so we could always Evo Incense for that. So there's 140, or excuse me, 40 damage to the active, 100. We might also be able to just knock out this active, I think, right? We are doing how much now? We're doing 150 here? 170? Yeah, we can just go, you know, Ludicolo, like the main strat. We got so many ways to do it. He's cracked? He's cracked? Many people are saying this. Would I like to enthusiastic dance? Yes, I would. Thank you so much. So didn't pull off a cross switcher play that in this game, but obviously you could see there. We could bring that up fairly easily. So there's 270 to the active Blissey knockout. I'm going to go through the paces here. You're done, bud. Get out of here. You know, catchphrase. Thank you so much for watching. This was a fun one to make. Congratulations to Finnegan Lynch on his second place finish at Salt Lake City. This is one fun deck and definitely one I recommend if you have the time to put in, to grind it, to make sure you're making optimal plays. I mean, you saw me there. It's like, there are some things I could have done better, and that was just in a couple of games here. So make sure if you're taking this deck to your next tournament, you know what you're doing. So that's going to be all for me today, guys. God bless. If I don't see you soon, I'll see you later. And remember, good luck and also have fun.